mai te tihi o rua wāhia heki i hoki ngā whenua taketake o ngā tirangiti. Tai ate ki ngā waiariki, ngā roto o roto mahana tērā, o tarawera tērā, o rere whakaitu tērā, tēnei te mihi. We get to the eruption, everything was annihilated. Kāre mātou e noho. In our absence, the Crown then took the opportunity to acquire our lands and then partitioned it off and offered it to returning soldiers from the wars to establish new lives. The pain of that is that our people weren't allowed into the ballots for those partition blocks, which are all on our lands. We had to go through a series of land court hearings. Yes, we have landed well. My father would say, forgive and remember.
So there's a very special reason why I feel the way I do about this land and this area. I was born on the anniversary of the eruption, so the two villages where my grandmother's family were lost in that eruption was called Maora Te Ariki. So I was given the name Maora Te Ariki.
Given the size of ONUKU, we are looking to diversify. We are well aware of the reforms and the changes that are coming down at us. We are on quite a diversification program. This dry stock farm is integral to our overall operation. That's the 4 dairy farms, our 3 bovine farms, as well as our ovine, our Meraka Hippie farm. And then of course we've already got forestry and we've got our ONUKU honey export company.
Well, we're down to around 850 hectares now. The topography is undulating to easy rolling country. Stock-wise, we run quite a diverse amount of stock with different classes. So in the cattle stakes, I think there's probably close to 1,000, maybe 1,100, and probably close to 3,500 sheep. We're running on 600 hectares.
Ngā kārangaranga tangakai mo roto i a koutou. Nau mai, hara mai, hara mai. Hara mai ki te ONUKU tanga o ngā tirangi tehi, ki rere whakaitu.
Can I acknowledge ONUKU who are hosting us here today? And of course, the 2 other farms, I won't say, a bit of bias there. They come from my electorate, Wipiri Trust and Here Tau. And I'm pretty sure that the 3 finalists, seriously, I want to take my hats off to all of you. Well done to everybody. I'm looking forward to a lovely day out on the farm.
But this map here just shows you, here you've got Lake Rotomahana, where I'm pointing to, with Patiti Island. Stoles Flats is the block that I'm pointing to now, and the main farm that runs from these 2 endpoints here right back to State Highway 38. So it's quite a long, narrow farm after 1886. When the mountain did erupt, the mud came this way, the ash went out to the southeast, and the scoria, or the gravel, went out to the east, north and northeast.
It's a very different sort of soil structure to farm. When it rains, it turns to bog. It's quite a heavy soil, but it's got a lot of self-nutrition in it, and it can grow grass. The bottom block is very rocky. There's probably 3 soil types down there. You've got rock, rock and more rock.
Well, we spent a lot of time analysing what the right pastures and cropping program are, not just now but into the future when we start to look at the impact of weather change patterns and climate change.
You would have seen the name Stoles Flats come up in some of the discussion earlier, and the reason for that is my grandmother was one of the original sole shareholders of part of the block down below, which is where it all started. Recently, my son and I decided we would build a little stone wall around the original homestead to protect it from the stock.
The blue line that kind of shoots through is the profit position of the trust. So you'll see there 2019 was okay, 2020 was lower, then 21 has come back up again.
We've got 6 major POs that we spend a lot of time on. We review it annually. We pivot according to actually what's being thrown at us from government. Every decision we make is based around the fact that we still have to give our owners their pūtea because a lot of them rely on it.
ONUKU Farms is a whānau-driven business. It's reflected in the passion led by the history of the lands, openly displayed on the sleeves of the trustees. The knowledge of the trust and the commitment to the trust should give the shareholders comfort in knowing that their lands will never be compromised again.